Hey Meteor Falls, what's going on? This is Cheeseboy628 here today giving you episode 2 of our laddering to the top of the NU tier. I have not gotten a single battle since the last time I showed you guys the video that is on the Meteor Falls channel. And we are 5-1, and we are at 1145, so in this episode or the next one we should be able to get at least on the NU ladder. So looking at my team, you'll be able to see more of it as we experiment, but it is a different team as opposed to last time, and it definitely works out pretty darn well. It's based on Assault Vest Mortar, Mag Mortar if you will, judging by the title name. And so yeah, let's just get into our first battle here. So there's so many good things about Mag Mortar in this gen that I just really like, that Assault Vest really likes to take care of. So first off, we're going to start with our Mag Mortar. With max HP and Assault Vest, it's pretty much able to take up a ton of hits, and it's a really nice Vivillon counter actually. And I'll talk more about it as our opponent will make a move, so I'll pause until we get one. So my opponent seems to start out with this throw here, which could do a considerable chunk to my Mag Mortar, so I don't really want to stay in. And so it's basically, what do I want to take a Storm Throw right now? And not really too much wants to. So at the same time, it may just be a knockoff, but I'm just gonna unfortunately have to go for a Fire Blast to get off damage that hardly is anything. So that's unfortunate. I'm not sure if I can live a Storm Throw from this range, but I'm just going to go for another Fire Blast to try to do some damage. Yeah, that Storm Throw is going to take me out, unfortunately. And basically, I'm kind of forced to go into my sock here in order to try to go for a nice EQ most likely. Yeah, I'm just going to go for an EQ just to be safe here. If he brings in Drifblim or Vivillon, that could be really unfortunate though. So basically, one of my biggest checks to Vivillon is gone right now, which is kind of unfortunate because the Assault Vest will eat up the Hurricane or the Bug Buzz, and he does bring in his Torkoal, which me being banded does a ton of damage right now. Now I don't know if he necessarily knows that I'm banded. Either way, I don't think he wants to stay in. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to go to my Archeops right now, as I think that is my best switch into whatever he wants to bring in, as he does bring in his Drifblim, and I am Adamant Scarf. So I think even if he was Timid Scarfed, I have speed to take him out. So yeah, he's going to go down. That's good, although Aftermath does a little bit to me. I do have Head Smash, which does a ton of damage, which as long as I'm above half health, that should be fine. So he brings in Lapras. Love Lapras. So I have a couple options here. I think my best, he's probably physical. My best is probably going into my Steelix, as he's physically defensive, and so I should be able to do some nice damage with that. Yeah, I basically have no reason to stay in right now. The Ice Shard is probably coming. Yeah. So that is the case. I'm fully physically defensive, so I'm pretty sure I can take anything in the world. So that's fine. And he's going to go for a sub. Now, if he happens to have Dragon Dance, I'm definitely it's going to benefit me a ton by going for the Roar. And well, turns out he's Curse, which is still a really good set. And so he's going to go into his Torkoal. Now, I'm guessing that Torkoal's probably faster than me. As I am a Steelix, but at the same time... Okay, so I am a minus speed nature though, so I don't know. Either way, oh. Okay, yeah, so he does unfortunately outspeed me, as I am minus speed 0 IVs, because I want that Gyro Ball to be as powerful as possible. But in this scenario, basically I want that Vivillon to start taking some damage. That Horn leashes a ton because it's a crit. That's fine though, I just really want to break that Vivillon's potential sash, which it most likely is. That doesn't do too much. Thankfully it does not flinch me. I am not getting the Pokemon I want to come in. All I need is one switch in from this Vivillon. That's all I want. And we should be good from there. Thank you, I finally get it. Now, his best play is probably to go for the sleep powder. I'm just going to Gyro Ball to see what he does. Yes, he does go for the sleep powder. So, at this point, there's a couple things I could bring in. He did exactly 25%, and since I'm odd HP, I can bring in my Archeops and just go for a nice knockoff. That is what I'm going to go for here as he quivers. Yep, there's no chance in the world that he's going to be able to outspeed me here. I can go for the knockoff, and I will be able to take him out, thankfully. So, oh, he's actually Wise Glasses. Okay. Which I don't necessarily agree with, as it has Compound Eyes anyway, but I guess it guarantees that he never misses those moves, so... Alright, now he brings in this monster again. And at this point, I think I can go into Mantine, because what I want to do... That Ice Shard does a lot of damage, because I'm fully specially defensive. I'm just going to go for the Defog, get these hazards out of here, so I can get those hazards away for my Sock Sturdy to remain intact. And at this point, I'm just going to go for a Toxic, as that Ice Shard takes me out. Interesting min-max going on here. Alright, but either way, I can go into my Behemoth, and something is going to die to a Psychic right now. No questions asked. Now, I'm easily going to be revenged by anything, but I just want to kill something. Okay, as long as I do not get flinched again, I will be able to kill something. So, that is going to be the case. That's all I wanted this Behemoth to do anyway. My aliens. And, brings in his throw. I have no reason to save this. I can, after this, just go into my Sock, press close combat, and I'm going to be a good game. So, bring in my Eiffel. Get it? Because he's blue. Okay, anyway. Gonna press close combat. Gonna take out this throw. Gonna see how much it does to Go-Goat, as Go-Goat is definitely a bulky mon with like what, base 123 HP. So we're gonna see how much defense investment he necessarily has. Maybe he's a Assault Vest. I don't know, because I didn't see any lefties recovery. But here we go. He's going to bring it in now, and I'm going to go for a nice close combat. He does not live that. That is going to be the game. So good game, sir. Puts me at 1169. And well, let's just keep climbing. If it takes too long, I will pause until we get one. So that's not what I'm going to do. As we get another one, and he has a Farfetch'd. So let's hope that tries to do something. That'd be really cool if it did. I think my best lead is to start my Archeops. Because that way, yeah. Unless he's Scarfed, I'm going to take him out with an EQ right here. And if he's Scarfed, I'm going to be upset, because Electrode has so much more potential than being Scarfed. Because anything else, it's not going to do a ton of damage. Now, Archeops is just good, good, good. Yeah, Adamant Scarf is totally fine because it outspeeds everything in the tier that's not Scarfed. Except probably Ninjask. Not entirely sure on that. But now that he brings in his Golem, Golem has a couple of sets. They can be defensive, they can be offensive lead, or just offensive in general. And as much as I want to go for an EQ right now, I feel like this is... Because I can use it for Zangoose. But at the same time, I have a couple things for Zangoose. So it goes for Sucker Punch. I'm still above Defeatist range, and he does have lefties. So he's probably... I was thinking that you would have Solid Rock as an ability. Didn't realize they do not have that. Anyway, I'm going to be able to go into my Steelix here. I'm guessing this Golem's going to be able to outspeed my Steelix. I'm not really sure about some of these speed tiers. Yeah, it just goes for another Sucker Punch. That's totally fine by me. I'm just going to go for a nice Earthquake to get off a bit of damage. He's actually a Curse set. Okay, I did not so I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. To be fair though, I feel that as soon as I got a free switch into Mag Mortar, or suck. I probably would have been able to take care of that. But oh well. So that can go for the rocks, as he is going to Dragon Dance, and so it's going to do a decent bit of damage to me. I'm not sure if he's going to Waterfall this turn or not. That is what he's going to go for. But he does not flinch me, so I'm able to successfully roar him out. And that thing gets Defiant. I wonder if it's his Defogger. It's probably it, actually, now that I think about it. I mean, I don't know if I can learn it. I've never seen Farfetch'd, as its usage is not exactly fantastic, as you can tell by that. Now, Leaf Blade does a solid 13% with a crit, and so I'm just going to go for one more Gyro Ball, as that will take him out. So, sorry Farfetch'd, didn't exactly get to do too much work there. So, he doesn't exactly have too many more options against this Steelix here. If you can either protect off and go for close combat with Zangoose, maybe he can take me out? Not sure, but I feel that's his only option. As you can tell by how he just brought in his Zangoose here. Oh! Okay, so the problem with this play is he's able to get the defense drops right away. I probably would have facaded first just to get off a little bit of damage and not get the defense drop, then get the Toxic Orb boost, go for the close combat, and that would be a better situation for him. But that is not going to be the case. At this point, I don't think this Steelix is much of use, so I'm just going to go for a Gyro Ball. Its stab super effective. Granbull's pretty bulky on the defensive side though, and plus he has close combat, so my popular Granbull set is definitely Assault Vest, but as you can tell by the lefties, that is not going to be what this is. So I'm pretty free to just press Fire Blast here, and that should take it out. I'm max special attack modest, so GG Lapras. Not necessarily. Lapras is bulky, as you can tell, and he is Dragon Dance, so he might just outspeed me in general. But yeah, I'm just gonna go for a nice T-Bolt. No reason to HP Grass, but yes, I outspeed, and I don't have speed investment besides maybe 4 EVs. Looking at it, nope, not even 4 EVs. 4 in special defense. So he brings in his Granbull again, just because, I mean, I know I have this game at this point. I wanted to see how much a Fire Blast would do, but my Fire Blast misses, his Stone Edge hits, you know, it's whatever. Alright, so kind of want to finish off in style. Let's hope this doesn't ruin me the game if I somehow miss. But I want to kill off with a Head Smash just to show how very powerful Archeops really is. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Just what I'm looking for here. Alright. Due to 2 misses, it went from a 5-0 to a 3-0, hopefully. And so this Bandit EQ, hopefully that doesn't miss as well. And thankfully it does not. And he crits me, of course it doesn't matter, but yeah, that is finally going to be the game. And with that said, that will raise my score. Let's see how high, and let's see what this guy's ranking is. So yeah, he was about the same as me. I'm almost at 1200. Still have quite a few points to go before I get on the ladder. I think the ladder score, in order to get on it, is at least 1366, as you can see here. Alright, and we got our next battle, so we're going to check this out. He has a Seismitoad and Vivillon, and those are the 2 most viable leads, in which case it is perfect reason to start with Magmortar. I'm going to go for a nice HP Grass. I hope that takes it out, and I hope it's not expected. So we're going to see how this goes. Magmortar. Magmortar is really awesome this gen. I love it. A little slower than Magmar. I guess once you add a ton of spikes and flames and mortars all over your body, start to slow down a little bit. But yeah, so he seemed to pick his lead pretty fast. So here maybe he's just debating if I have HP Grass, which is the case. Good play on his part. And he does have left Black Sludge. So So I'm going to go out right to my Steelix, as I think I can wall this thing. Besides Earth Power. Oh, that did so much. So I'm just gonna go for my rocks, I think. I'm going to go for my rocks as he brings in his Seismitoad. Now, I don't really like this situation. So I'm going to go for rocks of his own, which is why I'm going to, thanks for beeping there, that I'm just going to come in here, press close combat, no regrets. Because at this point, sure, I can bring in Vivillon to not eat this up. Let's see how much this does. That is a solid 2 KO. That is not a counter. That is not a resist. Close combat will take you out from here. GG Drugalge. So he may have somewhat of a free switch into his Vivillon now. Not too sure on that. Oh, shout out to my printer for liking to do things. I'm going to pause for a second. Alright, so the printer decided to not be so annoying anymore. So good. I'm going to go into... No. I'm trying to think what I want to go into here because close combat will still do a ton of damage to this thing, but the combination of Drain Punch and Mach Punch will definitely take me out. So what I want to do is I think I'm going to have to go pick a nice calc here because I'm going to go with Standard Sock. Which is probably... Oh, they run Jolly apparently mostly. But I'm going to put in a Violet Girder here, which is going to be max HP, and it does not kill by any stretch of the imagination. So, I'm just trying to think what the best play is here. I think, as much as I want my rocks up, I really value this Sock Sturdy. And so, I'm gonna go for the defog with my Mantine. And he turns out to go for the Drain Punch. That was his best play because he could have knocked off my Behemoth next turn. But yeah, I'm gonna go for a nice defog here because I want to be able to save my... Magmortar from taking too much damage, as well as my Archeops, and keeping my Sock Sturdy still intact. So I'm just going to go for a Skull to get a little bit of damage. If I burn him, I'm honestly not too worried about that, because, yeah, he goes for Mach Punch here, not a big deal. Okay, so, a little bit of a problem though, but not too much. I think Behemoth can just come in here. Behemoth is a monster. He's going to be able to go for a Dark Pulse. Not Dark Pulse, a Psychic. I outspeed. I did not expect that. Now I am analytic, but I don't have 0 IVs in speed because, you know, it's not like that necessary to have 0 speed because you want to outspeed. Some things in the case that Behemoth is the most ridiculous thing ever. Like for example, Analytics Starmie in UU and OU has been like really, really good to have. Hold on. I don't know why I brought this in. He can Dark Pulse, sure, but I'm gonna go for a Psychic and destroy your life if I don't get flinched. And try it again. And so I don't get flinched again. Alright, good, good. Just what I'm looking for here. Good. Good work. Ah, jeez, that's no bueno. So, at this point, that's really unfortunate. This Pyro would easily be dead. Gosh. Alright, well, I outspeed naturally. I'm just going to go for a knockoff. See what he brings in. He brings in his Seismitoad. That does literally nothing. Not good, not good. And I'm just going to bring in my Sock once again. I think that's my best play. Yeah, he's going to Scald. Thankfully, he does not burn me and hex me out like that last situation we had. Stone Edge is not exactly obvious. Like, the close combat is certainly the obvious part. He has no reason to really keep a Seismitoad around, though, in my opinion. Basically, if he brings in his Vivillon, I couldn't care less because that would break his Sash, and he could set up a Quiver Dance on me. But then I have Magmortar, which is a nice counter, like I was talking about. And as long as I don't get messed up too badly, I should still have this game. But, I don't know. He's going to sack off his shift tree here, which I'm totally fine with. And at this point, Mag Mortar does a ton of work. So, if he brings in his Vivillon here, which I'm expecting him to, I'm going to go directly into it, press table to break the sash, and if it does enough, I can 2-hit KO him. If not, I'm just going to press Fire Blast the next time, because he will get that special defense boost. But he's taking his time here, and so I'm just going to pause until he... Nope. So Vivillon comes in. Like I was just talking about, I'm going to go directly into Mag Mortar. He's going to go for the Hurricane. Of course I get confused. This is like not... Like if I hit myself, this could end up like really bad. I don't know if he'll know I'll have Vital Spirit or not, but that's why this thing counters... in my opinion, I'd say it counters Vivillon, because this Hurricane is not doing too much. Like, it's not doing a 3-hit KO. I have Vital Spirit, so he can't put me to sleep. And yeah, so just pressing T-Bolt here. Just don't hit myself. That's all I can ask for. Please don't hit yourself, Mag Mortar. Alright, so I don't know why he's starting to take a little while, but I'm going to pause until he makes a move. Alright, so Vivillon went for a nice quiver here, and I hurt myself. So... yeah, he quivers again. Not good. If I hit myself... Oh my lord. Great. Great, great, great. So... I don't have a ton of options here. Gonna go into my Steelix. Now, what I need to do... There's like very little that I can do at this point because I had to hit myself twice. I'm gonna have to go into... In my opinion, I'm gonna have to go into my Archeops because that's the most fodderable Pokemon. So, I'm gonna have to go into Steelix, see what he goes for. But, that Hurricane does way too much damage. So, shout out to Behemoth flinching twice, and shout out to Mag Mortar hitting himself twice, and unfortunately that's going to be my demise and end my game here. Oh gosh, because... So if I didn't get flinched, that Pyroar would be dead. It would only be between his Vivillon and his Seismitoad. It would literally just be up to his Hurricane confusing me repeatedly like it happened. That's going to be the game. As much as I don't necessarily want to say GG, you know, you gotta be a good sport about it. So, we're going to try getting one more battle, and that is what we're going to get here to end this session today. So it actually has a Butterfree, so that's different. That is not a Vivillon. Good analysis, Cheese. And so I'm just going to start out with my Sock here. If he starts out with Vivillon, good, not Vivillon. See, I always just think everything's Vivillon now. I'm going to press Close Combat here, because I don't even care. Brings him down to his Sturdy. Does he have Weakness Policy? No, that's usually what the offensive variant carries. And he has Leftovers. I don't necessarily know if he has Sucker Punch yet. So I'm going to scout for that with Mantine here. Well, that loses my Sock's Sturdy, so that's unfortunate. And rocks are on my field, so... My field, yes, this is my field. That's definitely not going to help me out here. So hopefully he doesn't bring in his Butterfree here, because otherwise Steelix may not get up his rocks. But thankfully he goes into Miltank. I'm going to be able to go for my rocks, and so from here I'll be able to get some very nice damage on that Butterfree, break a potential Sash, hopefully not a Wise Glasses set, And so yeah, he's just gonna go with Miltank and go for a nice body slam. I'm going to go for a roar because he definitely, I feel like he's going to see that he doesn't exactly have much use for Miltank handling me here. So I can just go for a roar if he tries to switch something out, get a little bit of damage from phasing. So that's really just that. There's nothing else this Miltank can do unless it has Seismic Toss, so I'm going to pause until he decides to make a move. So my opponent went into Muck as I roared him out and got him into his Butterfree. So that's really nice for me. He actually has Roost on his Butterfree, which did not help him out in this scenario. So I'm going to go for one more Gyro Ball that should be able to take him out even if he tries roosting again. But he's just going to Sleep Pattern me, that's fine. That's one turn of sleep automatically burned. And he's going for a Quiver Dance, so there's no way that Roost is going to help him out anymore. And I don't think this thing gets Hurricane. If I wake up, this will kill now, for sure, because he gets this speed boost. And so he's going to go down. So now he's going to bring in his Granbull here. It does have the Intimidate. And it may just carry Close Combat. That's what I'm thinking it's going to carry, but I'm going to go for Gyro Ball anyway, see how much damage it does. Still kind of unfortunate about that flinches. Dang it. Gosh dang it. Anyway, no reason to complain about that stuff. So he goes for Close Combat. Does give him the defense drops though, so the Gyro Ball does a decent chunk. And this doesn't make Close Combat to a KO. If he goes for it one more time, he's going to die from his own Gyro Ball. So he's going to forfeit. And so that's going to put me at 1184. So before I started, where was I at? Not sure. I showed it in the beginning, but I'm not sure where it is at the moment. Anyway, so we went up at least a couple hundred points, I think. Not a couple hundred, but we're at least closer to 1200 than we were before. So next time, hopefully we will get on the ladder and not get flinched and stuff. But hey, hacks is a part of the game. I'll get over it, as we all should. So thank you all for watching. Like, comment, sub, and until later. Peace.